I had my pre-op appointment with my plastic surgeon to go over everything that I need to expect and why he does it this way versus another way and so on, and what that looked like, because honestly we had no idea. We walked away from that appointment and said, wow, I feel so much better than I thought I was gonna feel. Did not expect that it goes down the way it does. So with that, so when we met with him, he went over what type of implant he uses. They had started using these textured implants, and they are more natural to what your breast tissue recognizes. But the problem is this reputable company, they had about 600 cases out of like 30 million-ish women that had issues with them. Not of them leaking or anything like that, but what was happening is when they would go in and have their x-ray, it would show that it looked like lymphoma, and it wasn't. But the manufacturer realized that this is just causing too many issues, and we're just going to go ahead and volunteer and take it off the market. So as excited as he was about using that product, he said, I just can't go with another, manufacturer, because I just don't trust in that. And, why do something that is still pretty new versus what has always worked, especially all the fine tuning that, they've had with implants over the years. So he talked a lot of like not numbers, but like names. It's like, I'll never pronounce that name ever, but he's super passionate. So, he loves to just talk about it. So he's using the round with breast implant with silicone. And so he talked to us about where they cut, and there's different ways you can cut to do the breast implant. And so you can go around the sides and underneath, or you can go below the areola and downward and go that direction. And so he said that it would be it benefits me in so many different ways to just go straight down from the areola. And the reason why is because the blood flow kind of comes like this way. And so it keeps everything like your nipple, the blood flow going to your nipple. It doesn't cut that off. And so, because there is a chance of losing your nipples if you get an infection or you can't get blood flow to it, that's a problem. So, and I definitely want to keep my nipples. So we'll see. Hopefully we won't have any complications. I'm a good candidate to keep my nipples naturally with everything that we did in our first initial appointment. And so that's great. And I'm still pretty symmetrical. I always lose all my weight like up in the breast area. So I'm pretty small up here. So I haven't had too much drooping hanging down with breastfeeding 3 babies. It's kind of shocking. So that's another reason of going, or that's one reason of going through here versus on the side and underneath. The second thing is if we decide that I want a little bit more fuller, or I want to take he would have to take fat from my butt to add, because I've got a small frame up here. He would have to take fat from my butt to fill in over here. Because I do have that small frame, it might show the implant a little bit more. And that's stuff that I can do later on, a year or two if I even wanted to. But by going in here, it allows, after the double mastectomy is done, then he can go in and put the expanders in, and then he does a flap. And it's kind of like crepey, kind of wrinkly, because there's nothing in there yet for filler. And so what he does is, after he does the expander in, once she does the double mastectomy during the same surgery, then about 2 days after I get home, he'll go in, check everything, make sure everything's okay, change my bandages. And then about a week later, he'll then cut any dissolvable stitches that have now kind of exposed themselves because I won't be as swollen from the surgery. And so he'll do that and check the drainage lines and so on. And then at 3 weeks, that's when he goes in and he starts filling up that area. And so that helps him identify whether or not I need a little bit more on my right side versus my left, or how it's contouring. And I'll do that about every week or so, as many times as I want to. And he said probably because of my frame, I'll probably just do maybe 2 or 3 times, and then that'll give me the right look and contour that we like. And then from there, once that's been decided, he'll go in and do the breast implant out of his, he has an operating room for just general surgeries and procedures in his Renton office. So then we'll do that. And then after that, I can start looking and seeing where everything is resting. And if I want to add the fattiness from my butt right in here so it doesn't look a little odd, then not that it's gonna look odd, but you just don't know. Everybody has such a different frame and torso and the width of their, you know, their shoulders and everything. You don't know how anybody's gonna, you know, what they're gonna look like until they actually get it done. So that's the process so far. The great thing is when I do the double mastectomy in March, my plastic surgeon McFall, I'm not plastic, my breast surgeon for the double mastectomy, she is going to put in a nerve blocker, and that will keep me without pain or too much discomfort for the first 1.5 to 2 days. So I love that. And then that way, when I start feeling that it's wearing off, I can start my pain meds at that point when I need them, and then I'll go in and he'll take care of, you know, obviously bandages and stuff. So nobody at home has to take care of me that way. So that's good. So I love the fact that I thought I was going in to decide on what size I wanted to be, because I know with my hips, I wanted to be more kind of like hourglass, because I feel like my natural frame, because I don't hold my weight here, I always hold my weight in my butt, and so I wanted to be more like hourglass again, since I'm, you know, worked really hard and got myself pretty healthy and fit this last year, and so I don't have a lot going on there. So I thought when we went in there, I was gonna have to decide what size I wanted to be. And so that's frustrating because I really don't know. So I didn't know if he gives you like a bra and an implant, or you get a bigger bra and just put the implants on the outside to look at it. But now to find out that it's all done over a matter of weeks, that's pretty awesome, because I don't have to decide. I'm almost done. And so that was really awesome. So I was really excited about that. And that's about all. That's my update. I guess my next update will be me going in for my double mastectomy. So, but I feel much better now, and I don't feel so scared. I'm not crying anymore over it, so that's good. John feels much better now too. So that's a great thing.